207 pips in 1 day trading using the easiest trading strategy. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Playmaker Way with the playbook, and y'all read the title, man. First things first, I want to give a special shout out to the members and students, man. We absolutely dominated last week, went 3-1, giving us a 75% win rate. Then we're 3-0 this week so far. Free sitting room, first link in the description. At the beginning of every week, I drop the Sunday chart analysis going over not just what we see price doing Sunday night going into Monday, but what we see price doing throughout the entire week. Also, if you scroll up to December 1st, you'll see how we ended November. Absolutely dominated November. 14-1, give us a 93% win rate. Now here's the trade right here, GPJPY. This was a nice 1-to-3 risk reward ratio. So that means whatever I risked, I made 3 times that amount. But not only that, but it was 207 pips caught. So I can show you this trade, because not only did I take this trade, but I jumped into this, I should say, with the members and students. So let's go ahead and look at this date, Monday the 2nd. We see here was Friday. Now this was not necessarily a loss. We're going to talk about that in a second. Just look at this date, Friday. Then we see Monday, okay? So you can see we're in the advanced play signal room, and you see that on the 29th of November, I called this GJ sell, entry, SL, TPs. See when we entered at 8:30 a.m. You see when TP3 got hit 8:58. So we go to 9 o'clock a.m. on Friday. We can see that was right here. So after price hit that level, it rejected, came back down one more time, well, a couple more times, then rejected again. So after not only it being a Friday, but price showing multiple times it was struggling and refusing to break past TP3, I'm not going to hold. So I closed, made some small bread, but made some bread. And then when the markets reopened the next week, that's when I took the trade, re-entered, and you can see all TPs got hit. Now, also another thing to point out, look at the SL 191.35. So when we go to 191.35, we can see this, right? That it did not hit the stop loss. Okay, so we're gonna break down why I took this trade and how you can catch a similar setup just like this one. Because again, you do the math again, you look at the entry 90, 190.50, you look at the furthest it went, which was 188.50. That is again 200 plus pips. Now, first thing you always want to do, and this is what I tell my members and students, is you want to identify the trend. Now, you don't just want to identify the trend, but identify the trend on the bigger time frame. Now, I'm not saying we're trading on the bigger time frames, but you need to identify the trend on the bigger time frame, because what you need to understand is what we're doing here. We are trading, so that means we need to go with the flow of price. And the best way to understand and figure out what direction price is going, not just within the next 5 minutes, but throughout the day or for the day and throughout the week, is by going to the bigger time frames. Remember, y'all, the bigger time frame only explains what direction price is going for the day or overall. The smaller time frames just let you know what price is doing at that exact moment, which is why a lot of y'all sometimes get caught in these quote-unquote fake outs, quote-unquote liquidity sweeps, just because of this reason right here. Now, looking at GJ, we can see that we're clearly got bearish momentum, clear lower lows getting made. So that means we're going to be looking for what? Sells. And everything showing as sells, always look for sells. Everything showing as buys, only look for buys. Always go for buys in uptrend, always go for sells in the downtrend. So now that we know that we're in a downtrend, and now that we know we're looking for sells, this is when we mark off our key price levels. Boom. So now we got our key price levels marked off. So now that we have our key price levels marked off, now this is when we go into the smaller time frame to look and see where we're going to enter at. Now again, remember, we're in a downtrend, so we want to look for sells. So since we want to look for sells, that means we want to look for sells on resistance levels. You go for sells off resistance levels, you go for buys off of support levels. Now, you don't understand how support resistance works, make sure to check out my day trading tips playlist. I got a bunch of videos going over support, resistance, supply, demand, and all that good stuff. Now, again, we just went over, how Friday went. So again, we saw price was previously treating this level as a support because the day or a couple days prior to this, we took another GJ sell setup, right? We're catching sells. We caught this whole way down for the most part, right? As you can see here, nice 1-to-3, huge 1-to-3, almost 1-to-4. So again, price was treating this level as support, but if for sells, we need to wait for price to treat this level as resistance. So after price did a nice drop, consolidated, start treating as resistance, that's when we went for the sell. Now, honestly, we just went over how price, as you can see, was struggling to break through this level, playing pinball, bouncing back and forth, which is why I closed, because it depends, but especially if it's low volume and I'm not really in profit, I'm not gonna hold the trade over the weekend. If I was deep in profit, that'd be a little bit different, right? So when the next day or the week popped up, that's when I went for the sell setup. Now it's very, very, very simple. All right. So what made me take the sell right here was after price reject this level, I saw volume start to kick in. So again, it's all about probability, which is why it's important to go with the flow of price. Just look right here, right? Price was struggling to break this level. Once the volume kicked in, it blew through that level, right? Same thing here. Price was struggling to break that level. Once the volume kicked in, blew through that level. So once I saw this move, I knew that price was most likely about to get ready to drop. But this is why you still want to wait for the retest to see if price can hold the lowest resistance. Because imagine what I took the sell here. Obviously, it didn't hit stop loss, but I would have been put back in drawdown and at risk, like on Friday, for my stop loss getting hit. But usually we see a dump or push to the upside. That's most likely showing that price is about to attempt to go for that move. Now, again, we see a push to the upside here, but again, we're in a downtrend. So this is only valid if we see price doing that to the downside. Just like we're in an uptrend, it's only valid if we see price doing that to the upside, right? And again, it was very, 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 very simple. Very, very, very simple, very, very clean setup, right? We see here, price broke that low, did a retest, broke, closed underneath here, and a beautiful push to the downside. And it's that simple, y'all. It's that simple. Identify the trend on the bigger time frames, mark off your key price levels, go for sells in the downtrend only, buys in the uptrend only, wait for retest confirmations, risk the same amount, 1 to 5%, and then let price do what it's going to do, y'all. If y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below any questions, comments, concerns you may have. Make sure to hit that first link in the description, join the free signal, free Telegram, y'all. If you're interested in learning how to identify these levels, just look how accurate price reacts to these levels, or my signal service or mentorship program. Make sure to hit those links in the description. But before you make a decision, let me tell you a little bit about those details. Play signal. We trade Tokyo session exclusively with the members. We trade London session and then New York. Just like the Sunday chart analysis I drop in the free signal, I drop one every day during New York session called the New York Price Watch List. This is where I go over the trades we took during Tokyo session, London session, and possible sells going into New York. I don't just say we're looking for buys or looking for sells. I explain why we're looking for buys, why we're looking for sells, and then I take it a step further and go over key price points to look for entries and exits on. As you can see here, I call this signal. You see I'm walking y'all through what's going on with the trades we're in. I'm giving y'all updates to what I talked about in the New York Price Watch List. And then of course you see me showing y'all screenshots to visually show y'all what's going on behind the scenes, or what I see on my end behind the scenes. All right, we also have exclusive live streams that we go live during New York news events at least twice a week. And just like the London session lives, if you missed the live, they're recorded and posted in here so you can watch them when you get a chance. You have access to over 500 videos of daily chart analysis and weekly live streams. And in fact, you have access to even the ones last year in 2022. Then there's also the pinned messages like the account size key, the student and member group chat, and much more. Now, I also have the course, of course. The course doesn't just teach you my trading strategy, it also teaches you how to read the charts, because that's what I teach y'all. You saw I had no indicators, no trend lines. It's simply just market flow and trading and entering and exiting off key price levels. Now, all the stuff that I just went over, you get access to all that stuff in the course channel. So that way, not only do you have the step-by-step playbook of how to look and read any chart at all times, but you have ongoing chart analysis, ongoing education for life. Now, I also have one-on-one sessions. One-on-one sessions also comes with access to the advanced play signal room and the student member group chat. That way you can earn while you learn, but then you also get 2 sessions a week that are recorded an hour long. But you also get 2 sessions a week that are recorded and are an hour long, and they're sent to you same day. Those are yours to keep for life. So if you're interested in that, hit those links in the description. If y'all want to contact me directly, y'all can DM me on Instagram at playmaker_way. Also, make sure to follow me on there, and TikTok _playmakerway_. I post daily on both pages. And I'll see y'all next time I'm live or next time I post a video. Peace. We out.